Hi, my name is Tukov Carine, and my presentation title is Instructional Leadership in Early Childhood Education. To begin with, I'll start with my general overview. I'm a nursery teacher and an applied behavior analysis technician, working with children of different age groups in between 2 to 4 years old to support their learning and development. I guide and support children's learning through individualized attention and evidence-based learning. I also develop leadership skills to create a positive, collaborative, and inclusive learning, effective growth. Moving forward, what is instructional leadership? Instructional leadership is a concept that emphasizes on the role of school leaders in improving teaching and learning. It focuses on creating supportive learning environment, enhancing quality, and fostering professional growth. To continue, instructional leadership theories. So for the theories, I have two theories. The first one is distributed leadership. Distributed leadership involves sharing responsibilities among staff rather than concentrating on one person. It improves collaboration and empowers teachers. Teachers also enhance decision making. However, it can lead to role confusion if responsibility is not clearly defined. The second theory is The second theory is transformative leadership, as articulated by Bass 1990. It focuses on the importance of inspiring and motivating educators to enhance both professional development and overall school environment, which cultivate a positive culture. For example, in my school, I encourage teachers to try new teaching methods and take initiatives. The next subtopic is my institutional context and leadership practice. I work as a nursery school teacher in a private nursery school in UAE, which serve a diverse population range. The school primary focus is to foster students' development in academic, social, and emotional domains. Furthermore, the change I will implement as part of it. The first change I will implement is collaborative leadership. I consistently engage closely with my colleagues to make decisions, ensuring that everyone's input influences our teaching practices. For example, establish meetings where teachers co-plan lessons and exchange ideas. The second change I would implement is monitoring and reflection. As a team, we regularly assess lessons and students' outcomes to identify success and areas of improvement, to analyze what worked well and what did not work well. The third change I will implement is building a positive environment, foster trust, and share responsibility among staff to strengthen teamwork and enhance students' learning. For example, we celebrate every teacher's success every time to encourage teamwork. And the last change I will implement is promoting innovation. There is always lots of encouragement when teachers try new strategies. For example, we introduce a new play-based innovation day where teachers try new sensory, role play, and outdoor learning activities. The next subtopic is strategies I employ as part of a team. As a team, the first strategy we employ is collaborative lesson planning. Engaging in collaborative co-planning sessions has significantly enhanced consistency and alleviated the feeling of isolation among teachers. Personally, this approach is valuable to me. It enables me to learn new ideas and share mine with others. The second strategy I employed is as a team is encourage reflective practice. As a team, we encourage reflective practice because it enhances children's learning and well-being by fostering staff self-awareness, building confidence and strengthening teamwork. How this influences assessment. It enables our team to identify learning gaps and adapt activities accordingly. For example, I observed that some children in my colleague's class were struggling with counting blocks. In response, we designed individualized counting activities to reinforce numerical skills for the students. Moving forward, challenges faced and strategies to overcome them. The first challenge we faced as a team was resistance to change from staff. Some teachers feel reluctant to change, teaching new strategies. For example, during revision week, I introduced play-based revision activities instead of the usual sit and write worksheet. At first, some teachers were reluctant to adopt this strategy because they believe writing tasks are more serious and academic. However, after my boss encouraged other teachers to observe the session, they began to notice how engaged and focused the children were. Over time, everyone began to use this strategy, and it really worked perfectly well. The second challenge we faced and how we overcome them was limited time for collaborative planning. Busy schedules makes it difficult for teachers to meet for co-planning and team discussion, reducing opportunities to share instructional improvement. For example, we hold short teachers meetings every Friday after children go home. However, due to busy schedules from teachers, or from one excuse to the other, meetings were always postponed. Over time, we scheduled collaborative meetings in advance and treated it as a fixed weekly timing. We also created WhatsApp group for follow-up in case a teacher could not attend in person. That's how we overcame the challenge. The next one is impact on current and future practices. Okay, the first one is foster teamwork and collaborative planning. I recognize collaboration as a vital leadership tool rather than merely additional tasks. I will establish regular frameworks for co-planning and shared decision making. The second one is implement instructional leadership to support learning. And the third one is utilize reflection to enhance teaching strategy and assessment. Okay, and for the reference, finally, I would like to acknowledge the authors and researchers whose work informed this presentation. The first person is Spillan 2006, Harris 2014, Bass 1990, Fisher 2016, Drummond 2018, Sean 1983, Carr and Lee 2012, Fullen 2014, and the last author is Liet, Wood and Janzi 2006. Pardon me if I didn't pronounce the names correctly. Okay, this is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much.